Good evening, my dear students. Today I'm going to discuss on your English book, that is Stepping Stone, class 8. So the name of the first chapter is Memories, Best and Worst. So before starting the chapter, I want you all to recall your first impressions of school. I mean to say, there may be some good memories as well as some bad memories of your school. So I want you to remember that and write. The first question is my best moment which I would never like to forget where. That means there may be some good memories from your school. So I want you to write 3 good memories in this column, in this blank. And then second question is the moment that hurt me where, that is that hurt you where. So you also have to recall the 3 bad memories from your school and write this. And the third one is compare your answers with those of your friends. Are your happy and sad memories similar in nature? That means you can compare this answer when your school reopens. But till now you can just write and keep it ready. Okay, so after few minutes we're going to start the chapter, so you can just pause the video and you can just write this one with your pencil. Okay, see, memories based on words. This story is written by Akira Kurosawa. Okay, one of the famous screenwriter and director of Japan. He has written many stories like The Seven Samurai, The Hidden Fortress, Yojimbo, Sanjuro, and many more. Okay, so this is also one of his favorite story. This story is written after he had already become a film director. Okay, one day when the author or when Akira Kurosawa was watching the film Forgotten Children, which is about children with special need. Okay, the film is based on the children who are little bit weak in studies, weak in activities, other activities also. So in the film he saw that a classroom full of children listen to the teachers, while off to one side a solitary child sit at his desk amusing himself. Here amusing means keeping himself busy. It may be like playing, it may be like looking at some particular things, okay, looking outside, out of the window, and many more. So he is doing whatever he feel happy, okay, not listening to what others are doing or not listening to the teachers. Okay, so when the author, the writer of this story had seen this scene in the movie, he was deeply depressed and saddened. Okay, now he is recalling his memories which he did not really want to remember. Okay, I repeat again, after seeing the scene he is deeply depressed. Depressed means like feeling uncomfortable, okay, uneasy. So now he is recalling all the memories that from his past which he did not really want to remember. Okay, when I was in my first year at the primary school of Morimura Gauken, the school was a jail for me. It means when he was studying in the primary school at Morimura Gauken, actually Morimura Gauken is the name of the school, okay, so don't be confused. The name's a little bit difficult to pronounce because it is the Japanese name. Okay, so when the author is studying in the primary school at Morimura Gauken, the school was a jail for him. It means for him the school was a jail because maybe he did not want to go to the school due to some reasons. Okay, let us go ahead and see what are the reasons behind. Okay, basically Sometimes some students also don't want to come to the school because they have not done homework, or they may have a fight with their friends, or many more. Okay, there may be many reasons behind this. Okay, so let us see the reasons behind the authors not liking to go to the school. Okay, so he said, as I sat quietly in my chair in the classroom, my only activity was to stare through the glass door at the household servant who accompanied me to school. Okay, so there was a household servant who used to accompany him, drop him to the school. Okay, after that, the only activity of the author is just to stare through the window. Stare means look outside. Okay, look outside through the window just to check whether the servant is there or not. Okay. He also said, the author also said, I was not mentally challenged, but I was very slow. Okay? I understood nothing of what the teacher was saying. I just did whatever I wished to amuse myself. It means like he accepted that he was not a mentally challenged boy, but he was very slow in reading, in writing, in listening, and in doing many other activities. Okay? So he used to do whatever he feel amused. Whenever he come in a class, he used to do whatever he feel amused. Like you see, whenever he come in a class, there are some boys in a class who are totally lost. It means they are present physically in the class, but mentally they are not in a class. Okay, so this boy is also same like the rest of the boys, okay, who are not attentive in a class. So finally, okay, every time the teacher used to scold him. Okay, the teacher used to scold him and then used to tell him many things, used to punish him. But finally, after punishing, after scolding, after telling him again and again, also this Akira is not listening or not attentive in a class. So for this reason, his desk and chair were moved away from those of the other children. Okay, it means his decks were moved in a corner. Okay, in the corner aside. Okay, and whenever the teacher used to give his lessons in the class, they used to look over Akira and say, Akira probably won't understand this, but, or this will be impossible for Akira to solve, but. It means like they are ending the sentence with but. Okay, it means they try to say something to Akira, but they are ending this sentence. It means they don't expect anything from Akira. Okay, so these are the treatment he got from his teachers as well as from his friends. Okay, so finally, whenever the teacher used to tell him that you are not attentive in a class, you probably don't understand this, you cannot solve this the other children who are in the class, okay, the other children who are in the class, they used to look at Akira and sneer at him. Sneer means mocking laugh. Okay, they used to mock at Akira. Okay, which Akira felt bitter. Bitter means not liking to the scene, not liking to the act of the others. Okay, he also recalled his bad memories. Okay, in the morning exercise, he said, during morning exercises, when told to stand at attention, I would fall down in a faint. Okay, so during morning exercise, whenever he heard the command attention, he used to faint. Okay, he used to faint for some reason. He also don't know what is the reason behind, but he used to faint. Okay, and then he used to find himself in the school medical office, lying down and attended by the nurse. Okay, he also recalled a particular incident. It was during the rainy day. They were supposed to be taken outside in the field, but due to rain, they were taken in the gymnasium and asked to play dodgeball there. So they formed a group among the boys. They formed a group and then they started playing the ball. Okay. So when the other boys threw the ball towards Akira, they have seen that Akira was struggling and unable to catch the ball. So they were having fun. Okay, the rest of the boys who are playing with Akira were having fun, so they started throwing the ball only to Akira. Okay, so Akira was struggling. Sometimes it hit his head, it hit his nose, it hit his mouth, so he was getting hurt also at the same time. So he thought that he must get rid of the ball. Okay, So he decided to just pick the ball and throw it outside, because the ball is tormenting. This game is tormenting him again and again, because it is hurting Akira also at the same time. Okay, so he just picked the ball and threw it outside into the rain. So seeing this, the teacher shouted angrily at him, "But what are you doing, Akira? Why don't you cooperate with your friends every time?" Okay, but Akira knew that whatever he did is right, because the ball had been tormenting him again and again, by hurting him again and again. Okay, so he thought whatever he did is right. So this way he passed 2 years. Okay, 2 years in the primary school. He said that life was a dreadful punishment. It is a terrible thing to make special children go to school simply because some rules say they should. Children come in varieties. Some 5 years old have the intelligence of a child of 7, and there are also 7-year-old who have the intelligence of a child of 5. Okay, intelligence develop at different rate. It is a mistake to decree. Decree means an official order that has the force of law. It is a mistake to decree that a year's progress must take place within exactly 1 year, no more or no less. Time went by, but my eyes did not open with clear intelligence until my family moved to Koishikawa, okay, another district of Tokyo. It happened when I was in the 3rd grade at Kuroda Primary School. So his new school name is Kuroda Primary School. Okay, Kuroda Primary School was entirely different from Morimura Gauken. Okay, so here the author is just differentiating the school, how Morimura Gauken was and how Kuroda Primary is. Okay, so he said the schoolhouse itself was not painted white. It means Kuroda Primary School itself was not painted white, but was an unadorned, humble wooden building. Okay, it was a very simple building made of wood. Okay, but at Morimura Gauken, all the students had on smart European style uniform with lapels. Very smart. Okay, they come in a well mannered. But here in the Kuroda Primary School, they used to wear Japanese clothing with a white trouser called hakama. At Morimura, they had German-style leather knapsacks for the books. Means they used to cover the books with leather knapsacks. Okay, but here they carried canvas book bags. At Morimura, they had on leather shoes, but here they wear wooden clogs. So this is how the author differentiate between Kuroda Primary School and Morimura Gauken. Okay, he also remember Tashikawa Seiji. Okay, he also remember Tashikawa Seiji, who is very experienced. Okay, who is a very experienced teacher as well as very responsible for developing a great number of talented men. Okay, he recalled the incident that took place when he was still behind the other of his age in his intellectual development and very timid about it. Okay, so Mr. Tashikawa came to him and for the first time in his life enabled him to feel what is called confidence. So it happened during the art class. Okay, it happened during the art class. In those days, just see art education was terribly haphazard. The teacher used to come in the class and the teacher used to show them the picture. Okay, the teacher used to show them the scenery, the picture of anything. So those students who can draw exactly as the picture will get the highest mark. Okay, but here Tashikawa did nothing like that. Okay, he just came in a class and he told the students to draw whatever they like. So everyone took out drawing paper and a red color pencil and began to draw. So here Akira also started to draw. He did not remember what he drew, but he only remembered that in some part on his paper he just pressed the pencil so hard that it broke, and he took his finger, his saliva, okay, saliva, and then he start rubbing on the point, okay, on the place where he just broke the pencil, okay, and then after that he smear it with his saliva, okay. When he had finished, okay, when they had finished drawing, Mr. Tashikawa took each student picture and put it on the blackboard and told every student just to share some opinion, express the opinion, okay, freely. And now it came to Akira's drawing. So when Mr. Tashikawa just took Akira's drawing and just placed this on the blackboard, what he had seen is a harsh laughter, a mocking laughter, okay, an unkind laugh. But here Mr. Tashikawa did not say anything mockingly like the teachers that were in the Morimura Gauken. Instead, he just turned a stern gaze on the laughing students and praised his picture to the skies, okay. Akira did not remember exactly what he said, but he seemed to recall that he just pointed or he just marked the special attention to the place where I had rubbed my speed cover finger on the colors. Then he took my picture and put 3 big concentric, okay, the circle, okay, 3 big concentric, and has given Akira the highest mark, okay. So seeing this, from that day onward, Akira is liking to come in the school, okay. This scene or this act changed Akira's mind. So from that day onward, Akira is liking to come to the school, okay, because he have seen that there is someone whom he believed, okay. So at the same time, his mark in other subject suddenly began to improve. By the time Mr. Tashikawa left Kuroda, I was the president of my class, wearing a little gold badge with a purple ribbon on my chest. It means like now Akira is developing himself, okay, developing slowly. As he said that he was the president of his class, wearing a little gold badge with a purple ribbon on his chest. I have another unforgettable memory of Mr. Tashikawa during my time at Kuroda, okay, primary school. One day, I think it was during handicraft class, he came into the classroom carrying a huge roll of thick paper. When he opened it up and showed it to us laid out flat, it was a map with streets drawn on it. He then instructed us to build our own houses on these streets and make our own town, okay. So everyone started with great enthusiasm. Many ideas came forth, and we ended up with not only its students' own dream house, but with landscaping for trees lined street, ancient trees that had always been on the side on living fences of flowering vines. It was a lovely city, and it had been created by cleverly drawing out the individual personality of each child in the class. Upon completion of our project, our eyes shone and we gazed proudly at our handiwork. I remember the feelings of that moment as if it were yesterday. Akira also hoped to attend Fort Middle School, but he failed the entrance examination. But nobody was surprised because Akira was weak. We all know that Akira was very weak. Okay? So he only worked hard in the subject that he likes. Okay? So there are some subjects like drawing, grammar, history, composition, art, and handwriting. Okay, in this area no one can surpass him. It means surpass means no one can get ahead of Akira in these subjects. Okay, but there are also subjects that he did not like, or he did not understand, or he is weak. Okay, so the subjects are like science and arithmetic. Okay, the result was obvious. I could not deal with the questions on science and arithmetic in the fourth middle school examination. I was at a complete loss. Okay, so he failed the entrance exam due to science and maths. He couldn't solve the sum, or he couldn't just answer it during the entrance exam, so he failed. Okay, he said till today he has the same strength and weaknesses. Okay, he said that even today I can't write number properly. Learning to drive a car is out of the questions. I am even incapable of operating an ordinary camera. Okay, he says that even today he cannot write number properly. Okay, learning to drive a car is out of the questions. Okay, he is even incapable of operating an ordinary camera. Okay, he is not a cameraman. Okay, he's a director and a screenwriter. Okay, just keep this in mind. Even sometimes his son tells him that when he uses the telephone, it is as if a chimpanzee were trying to make a call. Okay, it means like he couldn't get it how to make a call. Okay, maybe he's just rounding the old telephone again and again, so it seems like a chimpanzee were trying to make a call. Okay, and the most important thing in this story is he also passes a message, a very important message. Okay, like it goes on like this: when someone is told over and over again that he's no good at something, okay, he loses more and more confidence and eventually does become poor at it. But or instead, if he is told he is good at something, his confidence grows and he actually becomes better at it. While a person is born with strengths and weaknesses as of his heredity, they can be greatly altered by later influences. Okay, so these are the messages, a very important message given by Akira Kurosawa. Okay, so my dear students, so with this we came to the end of the explanation of this chapter. Okay, but here the main question is, the questions that is there in your book is, what was the episode that triggered horrible memories in the narrator's mind? See, the narrator is a director, isn't it? But what made him remember about his school days? Okay, just look at this video again and again and you'll get the answer. Okay, what made the narrator to remember his memories, bad memories and good memories? You can just go through this video. Second question is, what were the memories that the narrator did not want to remember? There were many memories, isn't it? Bad memories about this narrator. So what he did not want to remember? Just look at the video and you'll get the answer. Okay, and a special treatment, he was given a special treatment by the teacher in Morimura Gakuen, right? Just remember and then try to write it alone. Okay, the narrator also did not enjoy outdoor games. You have to justify it. Outdoor games means he did not like to go outside or he did not like to play with others. Why? Okay, try to write it. And differentiate between Kuroda Primary School and Morimura Gakuen. Okay, question number 5. This one you have to differentiate how is Morimura Gakuen and how is Kuroda Primary School. And 6 is, what was the episode during art class that made the narrator look forward to going to school? What made the narrator like the school? Okay, what is the episode during the art class? What made him to come to school every time, every day? Okay, and what made him to progress in his lesson? Just look at the video. Okay, the narrator did not perform well in some subjects, but he came to accept his weaknesses. Justify. Till today he said that he cannot write number properly, right? So till today he is accepting his mistake. Just what are the mistakes you just see?